and preparing for battle. Each guy with his own approach to getting ready for what should be an excellent matchup. Welcome everyone to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Hi everyone, I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. Hey Allie.
Thanks. Well, guys, Jalen Green grew up in Fresno, California, and in high school tournaments, he said, quote, nobody knew where Fresno was or how hard it is. They think it's some nice little city, but really it's not. It's crazy out there. But my support system kept me from trouble and just locked in. Brian?
Well, he stayed in the gym, Allie. Thank you. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Philadelphia 76ers. On Friday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Los Angeles Lakers. Then on Sunday, they'll go up against Gordon Hayward and the Charlotte Hornets.
And for their matchup with the Warriors, you'd be hard-pressed to find a more even pairing in the league. That one promises to be a really closely fought battle.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Up front, it's Tucker at the 4, next to Embiid in the middle. Harden is the 2, with Harris playing small forward. And it's Milton in at the 1. And for the Rockets, Smith plays the 4, with Şengün at center. Porter Jr. and Green are the backcourt set, and it's Gordon in at the small forward position. Well, Clark, as the season marches on, some teams have really distinguished themselves. How hard is it to hold on to top rankings with so much season remaining?
Well, we know it's not easy, B.A. It's much easier to chase the top than to stay on the top. So it takes a lot of focus, a lot of determination, a lot of togetherness to continue to stay at the top. But those top teams typically find a way to make it happen.
Pass to Milton. Harris outside. To the paint. Here's Embiid. The short one's on the money.
Yeah, that's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
Porter against Milton. The shake. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Shake Milton. When you look at Kevin Porter Jr., Clark, he provides versatility out of the backcourt.
Bringing value as both a scorer and playmaker. B.A. KPJ is not your traditional 1 or 2. I think he's more of a combo guard skill set. And his athleticism makes him an X factor. He's very comfortable with or without the ball.
That's good from Porter.
Well, you know, after he was jettisoned by the Cavaliers, Kevin Porter Jr. getting a second chance here with the Rockets, and they've put the ball in his hands and believe in him.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And Kevin Porter with an opportunity in Houston now to learn from his past mistakes.
Well, B.A., controlling his turnovers, now still a work in progress, but all these early reps will serve him well long term.
On the take, out to Gordon. Back to Porter. Şengün, the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Cash assisting on the play was Porter.
Fantastic job moving the ball there by Porter Jr., understanding exactly what was available when his teammates were open.
Milton passes to Harris. And he buries his first look.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And here's Porter outside. Doesn't go that time, so Philadelphia will take it the other way. They're getting their first look of the season at the Rockets in this one.
Last year, they made easy work of this club, sweeping the 2-game season series.
They may have wished for more games against them. A definite disparity in talent. We'll see if they take advantage again tonight. Throughout years of play, one thing that has stayed consistent in the game of James Harden, his remarkable ability to facilitate.
That's good from Harden. You got to admit that Harden just has a gift for finding assists, Clark.
Yeah, he really does, B.A., and it's so amazing to watch. I mean, he's a guy that specializes in torching people one-on-one. But he's also almost as good setting other people up. Maybe it all comes back to how good he is at reading defenders. And I think there's something to be said for that.
I'll tell you what, a lot can be said about the contract Harden took to stay in Philly. He took less than what he commanded to help the team sign depth and rotation players. A very big gesture from Harden, showing just how much he wants to win in Philly.
Now here's Embiid, and his scoring average of 31.5 points a game is fantastic. Outside, Green. Pass to Porter. Back to Green from downtown, and Milton pulls it down.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Şengün against Embiid. Back to Harden. To the right side. The turnaround Jay. Embiid can't hit.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Now here's Green. Last game for him, he picked up 13. With the drive, he drains out one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
Green, because of his creativity and athleticism, carving up the defense with ease.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Low resistance to the finish line.
Yeah, and in close games like this one, B.A., you need toughness. Guys who will run to the fight and get after it.
The Sixers again can't hit.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
Smith with a screen on Harden. Green, the pass to Smith. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And look at Smith making the heads-up play, rolling into open position right on cue.
Harris outside. Pass to Embiid. From 12 feet, and it's good. Off the back rim and in. Embiid's got his second basket on the night.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
And the Rockets call time here. Rockets going with a whole new group out there. .141 left in the first quarter here. And he battles for the ball, gets the second chance bucket.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Those are free points you're giving away. You gotta work harder on the glass.
Here's Niang. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. Pass to House. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Melton. Solid shot from a distance of about 14 feet.
Oh, explosive crossover. How's that for a move?
Melton against Washington. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
And this is Washington's responsibility. So good at finding open teammates.
43 seconds left in the first. Harrell the screen. From deep, Melton. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. Houston in the lead. Washington drives in. Second chance effort. And he lays it up and in.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Melton against Washington. Melton outside, 5 to shoot. Harrell, a screen on Washington. Puts it up from 12. That one is off.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
And that does it for the first quarter. The Rockets on top, leading by 4. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Rockets.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
I would like to highlight, too, guys, the excellent passing they've done early on. I mean, they've done a really good job putting the ball into the hands of guys ready to shoot it.
Well, whenever you bring up the 76ers, you instantly think of Joel Embiid.
Oh, no question. He's the face of this franchise. Embiid is as good as anyone in the league. Off the floor, Joel is willing to take the blame when things don't go right. That's who you want as a leader.
They've got Josh Christopher. Kenyon Martin is out there with Smith. Then there's Kevin Porter, and it's Garuba in at the center position, locking down the middle. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. First free throw is good. And when you're trying to slow down a top scorer, often the game plan is to get physical. Grant, you would know better than anybody. What's it like in the trenches here?
Well, B.A., it's interesting. I mean, it can wear on you. It's a mental challenge. When you're in the trenches trying to slow down a great offensive player, it really becomes a battle of wills. You have to stay focused. You have to be disciplined. And most importantly, you just cannot take a play off and allow a great player to get going.
Milton passes to Harden. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Smith's got 4 rebounds in the game. Outside Porter. Back to Christopher. Down low. And he banks in the layup. Şengün's got his second basket of the game.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute to play. Outside Porter. Pass to Şengün. Soft touch off the glass. And now a 10-point Houston lead.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Here's Harden. Off the left rim and out. Harris against Martin. On the wing, Porter. Back to Martin. Smith outside. This one for 3. Offensive rebound. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Harris outside. To the middle. To stop the drought. And the finish by Embiid as he lays it in. Embiid's got 6.
Outstanding agility in the screen and roll by Joel Embiid. I mean, he's so good at getting out of the screen quickly and getting to the right spot.
Pass to Christopher. Smith with a screen on Harden. Here's Porter. Here's Christopher. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
You look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee. There's a lot to like about Tobias Harris, his comportment, his versatility. He's adaptable. I think that stands out as well. I mean, he's had to play a lot of roles on different teams, and he's done them all at a high level.
Şengün, the screen. The 11-footer. That won't go for him. Now 0 for 2. The 76ers have gotten nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. Three-pointer, Harden. It's rebounded by Şengün. Well, with Harris, he's willing to sacrifice a larger role for the betterment of his team, Clark.
Yeah, and B.A., I think that speaks to his desire to play winning basketball, to play the game the right way, to play to his strengths and not try to do more than he can, whether he's looked at as a primary scoring option or simply being a spot-up shooter or one of 3 options. Harris has that disposition that says, I'll do whatever it takes.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. James Harden, with plenty of confidence, said not to brag or anything, but I'm really good at this game. I'm unselfish. I play the right way. I don't try to do anything I can't do or that doesn't benefit our team. And that mindset keeps me in a good place. B.A.?
Very self-assured, Allie. Thank you. Houston calls timeout. So both teams changing it up here. Gordon, left side.
2 minutes.
Good D by Harris.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Pass to Korkmaz. Harrell, a screen on Green. Here's Korkmaz. Right side, Tucker. Melton outside. Just 5 to shoot. Off target from 3-point range.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
The Sixers trailing.
And guys, what I like about the Rockets, they have stockpiled talent. I know they're young, but they focused on getting as many pieces as they can. Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Green for 3. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Last game matched up with the Grizzlies. A tough loss there.
I really didn't see much of an edge from them. A little more intensity could have gone a long way.
Yeah, you know, to me, I agree. They just never looked engaged, which is surprising considering how close the game ended up being.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble.
There's 25 seconds left in the second quarter. Inside to end the drought. Goes back up. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to go on Montrezl Harrell.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
At the line for 2.
The first one falls. And that's good as he hits both shots.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
Melton outside. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Houston earning this break in the action, up 10. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. Well, now a minute to... Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
Hello, folks. Is this the halftime show? Yes, it.
You know, for the Rockets, they're frustrated, and you can understand their frustration. They were expected to be good this year. Their fan base was fired up, but it just hasn't come together.
Taking some time now to look at our matchup, That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. And the Rockets shooting about 41%. And the 76ers looking at who they've got. Harden is the 2 with Harris playing small forward. Up front, it's Tucker at the 4 next to Embiid in the middle. And it's Milton in at the 1. Here's Şengün. Lays it up and banks it in. Şengün's got 8 points.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Embiid, a screen on Porter. Here's Milton. Softly drops in the floater. Milton's gotten his first basket of the night.
The floater can be a tricky shot, but that's the right choice.
Here's Porter. He's off on the layup. And for Philadelphia, they're shooting a rough 29% from the field here. Harris's shot is good.
Boy, so smooth and fluid with the rock in his hands. It's clear Harris enjoys making these kinds of moves, and I like watching them too.
That was another look at our Mobile One drive of the game just a moment ago.
They're trying to come back in this game. Now, bottom line, it's about energy and effort, exemplified by a possession like that.
Pass to Şengün. Here he goes. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter. Porter's got 3 assists tonight.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from him.
Green against Harden. To the inside. The kick out to Milton. Launches a 3. Counted from distance. Milton's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Boy, a good passer at his position. Harris knows when to look for his teammates.
Milton against Porter. Gordon outside. And it's Harris with the rebound. Harris has got a rebound number 5 here tonight. On the wing, Harden. Pass to Embiid. Harris down low, working on Green, and down it goes. 2 points. Now just a 5-point Rocket lead.
A nice start to the second half. Just 1 miss in their first 5 attempts.
Now Porter. Offensively, he's been a force. He's putting up around 19 points a game. Şengün, another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
I don't think there's any question the Sixers made the biggest trade of last season, sending a huge package to the Nets and getting James Harden in return.
Milton passes to Tucker. Back to Milton. Harris on the wing, defended by Gordon. Harris is doubled. Here's Milton. That falls. Nice setup by Harris. Harris has got 5 assists in the game. Timeout called. Houston. And the 76ers will have a different look here. Harrell's checked in for Embiid. House comes in for Tucker. Thibault, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. And it's Melton in for Milton. Here's Matthews. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And Clark in that Philly-Brooklyn trade, there were 5 players and 2 first-round draft picks involved.
And B.A., they were big-time players Philly gave up. Simmons, Drummond, Seth Curry. But when you're playing for a title and you can add James Harden, I think you got to take that chance.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Brian, Sixers head coach Doc Rivers earned the nickname Doc back in college for wearing a t-shirt with Julius Erving on it. In the NBA, he said, quote, "The first game I started was against the Sixers. I went over and said, Dr. J, how are you?" And he said, "Doc, how are you?" I said, no, I'm Glenn." But he said, "No, you're Doc." And that made me feel like $1 million. Guys?
All right, thanks, Allie.
Man, this is something Smith needs to keep doing at the next level. Staying aggressive in close.
Here's Harden. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Rockets.
Yeah, they were so aggressive from the start, getting the ball into the painted area. Now, they stuck to their game plan, and it paid off.
They've been pounding any miss on the glass and cashing in on the offensive boards. I've been impressed with that aspect of their game.
And he makes a first.
Hey, I got to admit, I like how the Rockets are approaching their rebuild. This summer, drafting Jabari Smith and Tari Eason, two versatile forwards to go with the other young talents. It feels like the picture is starting to come into focus in Houston.
Garuba's checked in for the Rockets. Here's Harden. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
You know, in the past several seasons, there's been one constant with the 76ers. They're going to be among the best defensive teams in the league.
The Sixers' identity really does center around their defense.
It's so true, B.A., and they've done a great job playing to their strengths. That's the key for any contending team. Maximize your players' talents. Philly has done that as well as anybody.
Harden hits them both.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Here's Christopher. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. That one drops for him.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
1:11 left in the third quarter. Melton passes to Harrell. The rebound by Matthews.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
And another miss by Philadelphia.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there, and of course that one was just crazy.
Here's Christopher. Melton covers. Christopher misses. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Harden with it. He's got 6. Fires from deep. No good that time. And that'll do it for the third quarter. The Rockets on top, up 7. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action.
The 76ers win.
A moment ago, head coach Doc Rivers in the huddle.
Hey guys, I told you, one bucket at a time, all right? One bucket at a time, an extra pass.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. The Sixers trailing. Porter Jr. and Green are the backcourt set. Smith plays the 4 with Şengün at center. And it's Gordon in at the 3. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Harden against Porter. Rebound by the 76ers. Harris has got rebound number 7 tonight. And out of bounds, Houston will have it. Korkmaz is checked in for Philadelphia.
On the floor for the 76ers, for Bucks.
And the Rockets with possession here. They held a 12-point lead earlier. They'll take on the Spurs at AT&T Center after this one. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game.
Green doing work inside. Feels like he can score on just about anybody.
Harris outside. Pass to Embiid. And Embiid gets the double team. It's good.
Doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
Houston in the lead. Şengün, a screen on Milton. Porter with it, picked up by Embiid. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
No doubt about it, the Rockets are in a rebuilding mode. I mean, and I know it's a phrase we often use, but Houston really has stripped themselves down to the studs.
2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Well, Clark, one sign that Houston is building for the future has to be all of their young talent.
Yeah, I agree with you, B.A. They're planning for the road ahead. Lots of gifted players on the way up who could develop into a tight-knit squad over the coming seasons. It'll be fun to watch what goes on in Houston.
And for the 76ers, they're shooting at about 34% here in this game. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Milton passes to Harris. Clock at 4. Here's Embiid. That falls. Nice setup by Harris. Embiid's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Tell you what, I don't know if any center in the league can score in as many ways as Embiid. Maybe Jokic, but those two are pretty much in a class by themselves. Embiid showing us everything tonight.
Great positioning on the putback.
Great anticipation on the tip-in. He was ready to make that play.
And here's Milton. Harris on the wing. Takes a 3. No good there. The Rockets have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Outside Porter. That shot is off. Ooh, good work defensively by Milton. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Harris misses. Houston shooting at 45% of the game so far. Porter against Milton. Now here's Green. Back to Porter. Over Milton. Another shot. And it's laid up and in by Porter. And the Rockets lead by 11.
Really good to see Porter Jr. crash the glass like that, using that athleticism to do some real damage on the board.
Oh, man, take a look at that one. Just a textbook alley-oop.
Beautifully done. He served it up on a platter.
And a nice touch on the finish.
Houston calls timeout. The 76ers making a switch here. Melton's checked in. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, here's the summary of what Stephen Silas went over with his team during the break. He told them, quote, play as if it's 0-0. We want that type of energy and focus. We might be winning, but this game is not over yet. It's a clear message, guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Here's Porter. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Şengün, a screen on Milton. Milton against Porter. Shot clock at 6. The 3. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. The 76ers have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Melton passes to Tucker. Milton against Porter. Pass to Melton. Launches it. That shot off the mark. And Houston will come the other way. Gordon with it. Pounded by Harris. Gordon, the pass to Green. Outside for Porter. Gordon with it. Right wing. Outside. Green. Sweet little floater. Green's got 4 points this quarter.
A nice decision for Green that time, showing you the savvy to go to the floater there.
Harris on the wing. Up and over Gordon. Harris misses. Grant wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, coach is definitely looking for patience and execution.
The three, Smith. And it's Harris with the rebound.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Pass to Milton. 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Embiid finds Milton. Smith with the rebound. I think a bucket here, Grant, would end this game.
Absolutely. That would put a bow on this one. And just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
Harris passes to Embiid. The Sixers again can't hit. Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
Now Porter. And so it's the Rockets taking care of business in this one. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.